Well, howdy tubers. Well, I thought I'd been playing with this for I don't know, an hour or two this morning, and had a call from Steve from Hummel, and then just a little bit ago had a call from Terry from Hummel. So, anyways, I'll show you what been doing, what's happening, and some comments and that kind of stuff. So here we go. So the last time I showed you this, I had drilled it, but I hadn't drilled the bottom because I had run out of Clecos. So I have borrowed some from the airport, and Mark watches this video. So Mark, I borrowed 25 Clecos from the airport. Got 25 of them. I got a bag that I wrote 25 on there. Now I don't remember where I put the bag. Oh, I know. It's in there where my keys are. So, and they were in Dickie Lee's boxes. So I borrowed 25 because I still have them up there. But this was the point in the brochure or the booklet to get to. One of the things that Steve was commented on was that, and then he came up with that's about me saying about the 1.5 degrees here. Well, if you're scratch building, well now you'll want to set the side rails up at zero, at level, and then your stabilizer, when you've got it on here, you'll want to set it at 3 degrees negative, not positive, but negative. In other words, the leading edge of the stabilizer will be down, not up from your center line. And of course, if you got the fuselage level and you've got this set at 3 degrees, well then out here will be 3 degrees also. So he thought I ought to say that, and I thought, yeah, because not everybody's building from a kit, because from the kit, well, it's already set up. So I said, well, then I'm going to have to explain to him, if you're kit building or if you're scratch building, that point will be a little bit different. So, and he also said, and this will pertain mostly probably to the scratch builders, and that when you're putting this skin on there, make sure your spar stays straight. And Steve said that they put a string on there, so I've put a string on there to watch that, which I told him that the leading edge of the stabilizer got in there pretty close to the fuselage skin, so we're good. So, okay, so then let's show you. The booklet says to build your left and right elevators, and so before you Cleco any of or rivet any of the stabilizer skins. And of course I still haven't taken it apart yet so I can deburr it, but because I'm not ready to rivet yet. So anyway, I was looking, or I got the elevator skins, and then I finally found the inner and outer stabilizer elevator ribs, and I was looking for these 6-inch hinges, and I've been looking for probably half hour for those, and going through all my boxes and couldn't find them. And then Terry called, and I told him that I was looking for those hinges, and he said that it was would have been in here. Well, underneath all that stuff is your push rod tubes and stuff, and he said they're not cut. You got to cut them. So I denoted that on here that it didn't say you have to cut these hinges. So anyway, so I found a hinge, I cut it, deburred it, and now I've got the left side elevator in place, and the pin just come out of the hinge that I told you that I just cut out. But you slip it, or you slip the little lip behind this big lip, and then that allows you to find your holes that you need to drill in the hinge. And then of course, then once you get those drilled on, or drilled and riveted on, well, then you slip it in there and drill those holes and drill those holes. So piece of cake. But these holes are laser cut to number 40. No big deal, but he says they're supposed to be number 30 like these are. But no big deal. I've got number 40 Clecos. But now then, back to scratch builders. When you do this on the plans, it doesn't say it in the brochure, that thing I just showed you, booklet. Doesn't show you this, but when you've got this on the ground, or got this on something flat, on the elevator, this should stick up 3/8 of an inch, and it does. So if you were scratch building this, if you put that on the ground, that will be on the ground flat. And if you go ahead and rivet it that way, that induces a twist in there that you don't want. So the root part has to be on the ground, and this here has to be blocked up 3/8 of an inch. On your rudder, when you get to it, and I'm talking about the scratch builders, on your rudder, when you get to it, well, you have to block up the tip of the rudder 1/4 of an inch, and then the root of it will be flat on the table. So that's tips for the scratch builder, guys, because it'll be different. Like for Matt, that I just got a text from saying, "You flying?" And so he'll see that I will be answering him after I get done with this video. So anyway, there you go, and God bless.